So today I wanted to share with everyone an awesome website called Wakelet. The goal of Wakelet is to curate resources into collections. These collections you can then either use for yourself or you can share with your colleagues or with your students. So this video is going to focus on kind of more how to use Wakelet and show you how to use their extension, which I think is pretty amazing. So I go to wakelet.com. You can create a free account. And the way it's organized is you have collections, bookmarks, group collections. Today we're going to look at collections. You can see here I have a few collections already from things that I've done. To create a collection, I'm going to go ahead and click the giant plus sign that says create new collection. And then I'm going to give this collection a name. I'm going to call it Adobe because maybe I'm looking up Adobe products this time. I could add a cover image if I wanted to make it more visually appealing. I could add a brief description down here to explain what is in the collection. But really, the meat and potatoes of it is right here. So I'm going to click on this green plus sign, and that's going to bring up all the different things that I can put into this collection. So I can put URLs, text, YouTube, tweets, bookmarks, images, PDFs. If I sync it up to my Google Drive, I can automatically put documents in there. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab this Adobe Spark link real fast. And I'm going to use a URL. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in there. And you see it goes in there and automatically it's made it more visual than just writing the URL. It's pulled a graphic, it's given me a name and a little description, and all of this information I can edit by simply clicking the edit button. So if I don't just want it to say Adobe Spark, I can erase all that, hit save, and we're good to go. Now, what I would do from here is I just continue adding in either URLs, text, or any of this information, and I would create my collection. There's different ways to view the collection. You have the media view, which is kind of more of a linear. You have compact view, which kind of shrinks things down. Or you have grid view, which would put things next to each other. Pretty easy to use. It's a lot of just click, very intuitive. When in doubt, click the plus sign. But I want to show you their extension. So it's this little blue W up here on my screen. So if we go back here, actually I'm going to hit save and exit real fast. And if we go back to my Adobe Spark page, let's say I didn't want to have Wakelet open. I didn't want to do the copy and pasting. By having the extension installed, all I have to do is press the W, and it's going to ask me where I want to save it. And again, I can edit the information here. So I just wanted to say Adobe Spark. I could do that. And I'll choose what collection it goes into. So I want to save it to my Adobe collection. If I'm starting a new collection, you can also create one from here. I'm just going to hit save. You'll see down in the corner it says item saved. And now when I go back to Wakelet and I hit refresh, I will have two items, the one that I manually entered and then the one that I used the extension to enter. From here, we can go ahead and click on edit again. And the sharing settings are very similar to a Google document. I can make it private, so only I see it. I can unlist it, which means that only people who have a link can find it. Or I can make it public where everyone can see the collection. I'm going to go ahead and click unlisted. And then I'm going to click save and exit again. So now when I go back here and I click on this share button, I could send it to Google Classroom directly from here, post this QR code, drop this web address somewhere, all different ways to share. You can also embed it into a website. You can export this as a PDF. Or this is something new they have, I can manage contributors. So any of these people who are on Wakelet, I could add, or I could just give my students this code and they would be able to add stuff in here as well, or other teachers. So again, pretty cool little website, good for curating resources, especially as we go into summer and you're going to be finding all sorts of things. If you have any questions, please let me know.